Oh, welcome back.
It's almost as good as the tornado I just swallowed whole.
Hashtag want to be a sponsor.
Yeah. I'm a little bummed out. They're canceling their Twitter and moving solely to Instagram, which is
kind of weird.
a frontier that we have yet to thrust ourselves upon.
Is Tornado gonna make us get an Instagram? I don't know. Only time will tell. I have to sneeze though.
Yeah. The tornado gods bless you. May you be blessed in the light of tornado. So
they were good today. They were fresh.
That was good.
Yeah, those were from the speedway down the street.
Fancy.
So I have a huge headache, so I'm gonna try not to. Like, it's very hard for me to focus today.
Oh, you know what was funny is I was just about to say that I just got home from 2 weeks straight of travel, so I was really gonna lean on you for this one.
This is gonna be the best one yet.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sneezing. You're coughing.
Well, I've got tornado chunks. I'm picking them out of my teeth, and they're hitting the back of my throat.
That's what they're designed to do.
Okay, so we're gonna start this episode over.
No, we're not. We're not starting shit over. It aggravates me.
Okay.
The idea of I guess I hate things that are political.
It's not really political per se. I've also never been to one.
You know what? That's really the only reason that I'm dressed to go. I have a tie in the car.
You're dressed to the nines. Well, you're dressed to the eights.
To the eights.
The nines are once the tie gets folded into the picture.
But I hate it. Like, I really don't want to. But at the same time, I haven't been to one either. So
yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, this it's my psoriasis cream.
I was like, is that toothpaste?
Yeah.
Did you bring toothpaste? You're gonna brush your teeth?
Well,
are we really that bored?
It still tastes. I still taste whiskey in my mouth. What?
I thought you were gonna say your psoriasis cream still tastes like toothpaste.
Oh yeah. Well, it's placebo. It is. Yeah. It's Crest.
I have mouth psoriasis.
I don't know. Could you get psoriasis? I mean, you can get it everywhere else.
Probably. I mean, can you get psoriasis on internal?
That's a good. I get it on. Well, it's not really internal, but on the inside of my ears.
Yeah, but
that's not really internal. I don't know. Maybe it's like a different skin cells and different, internal psoriasis isn't a thing. But you can get chicken pox in your throat and other things in your throat and on the inside. Anyway, so I went out last night, and
gee, where'd you go?
The worst. It's not the worst bar anymore. I had for those, I've mentioned it previously, but there's a local bar that I like to go to. I've been going to for 7 to 10 years, and pretty regularly the past 5 years, like once, twice a week. Big fan of karaoke. Used to host karaoke there. Had a run in with some unpleasantness, and decided I'm not going anymore. And then, it came to light that person did some more shenanigans after, and now is no longer going there or allowed there. I don't really know the whole story, but so I decided to go back, and boy, did they welcome me back with open arms.
Well, yeah, because they haven't gotten a tip since you left.
Yeah, and and like I since I stopped going, I haven't really drank a lot. So I was hitting it as hard as I would have when I was going.
Yeah, you.
Oh my God, I just I couldn't do it. Like
that doesn't surprise me.
I woke up this morning and I was like, I can't even open my eyes.
Those days are gone.
Oh my God, I felt so old.
Yeah, tell me about it.
But last night was great. I mean,
well, yeah, last night I'm sure it was great.
It was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. So yeah, today's like just that's the other part of the reason where it's like, I really don't want to. I'm not gonna drink. I'm just gonna.
That's perfect.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh man,
Daddy doesn't have to ride the old Metro.
Ooh, I wouldn't want to do that to you. I would hope you would drive yourself.
Well, you better save me from myself then.
Hey, I could drive your car.
If you want to, I don't care.
It's roomier.
You can't.
I know, but
it won't be as comfortable for you.
It's fine.
Whatever. I don't know. Let's see if I have gas.
Well, so I think we have the technology.
We can figure it out.
I don't think we have to go siphon anything.
It's the most riveting fucking podcast.
I know we're just talking to each other at this point.
We're
catching up because I haven't seen you in so long.
I'm gonna read the back of the tornado bag.
They have words on the back of the tornado bag.
There's words on the front. I guess it's all the different flavors. Bacon, egg, cheese, and salsa. 180 calories. Barbecue chicken, 170 calories.
They're actually surprisingly lower in calories than I thought they were.
For one, but it's like...
But you never eat one.
Yeah, one is... We usually go quad barrel.
Yeah, but
stuff as many of them in the bag as you can.
But that's a meal. That's all your major food groups in one roll. So you eat 2 or 3 of those. Yeah, that's 600 calories, but a meal is probably more than that, actually.
Well, it depends on the meal, but yeah.
So I'm okay with eating 3 and...
Actually,
nothing else for the rest of the day.
You
No,
don't need to eat nothing else for the rest of the day.
Just eat 9.
If you ate 9 a day and spread them out, you'd
lose weight.
You'd be at like 1,800 calories or so. Yeah, you'd probably lose weight.
The tornado diet.
The tornado diet. 9 a day. Actually, you could probably have 4 for dinner. Although no, you should have 4 for lunch. So 3 in the morning, 4 for lunch, 3 for dinner, because you should always have your lunch be your biggest meal.
Right.
And you're perfect. That's the perfect diet.
And then
Come at me.
Just water.
Yeah, that and water. Or diet pop. I mean, your organs will probably shut down.
Yeah.
But you will lose weight.
But you'll look great in that casket.
Oh, man. So good.
Maybe I should test this.
That's okay. Mrs. Razzle's upstairs just opening and closing the sliding door. Just for fun.
She's just greasing the tracks.
Yeah, make sure it still works.
Oh, wait, let's do one more. One more time?
One more time.
One more time?
One more time.
She's looking for that thick
juice.
That's
thick juice. Syrup, folks.
I'm still dying over that.
Syrup.
I saw something at Jewel. I thought it said thick juice.
You put that up on the Twitter.
I was gonna die. There is thick juice, folks.
It's real.
Oh, my God. So how was your travels?
It was long. I was in, so for those who, no, we recorded last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in Vegas last week. I came back and we recorded. And then this week I was in Portland and Denver.
Ooh, Denver.
They're both, I guess, fairly fun, interesting places to go. But it's just a long.
With the right people, it is.
Sure. Yeah, it was a long trip. It was a long trip, long days. And then so Portland's like over a 4-hour flight from here.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's as far as you can go in the Northwest.
Well, yeah, I guess
basically.
It's pretty far northwest.
So it's like a 4 hour and 20, 4 hour and 30-minute flight. And then from there I flew to Denver at 5:30 in the morning on Wednesday.
Ugh.
And then went into the office in Denver, worked there all day, flew out of there Thursday night. So last night, to get here late last night, and then barely slept, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
For you.
Wow.
No, not you. For them you.
Them
you.
Them yous.
Them who are they, who are not you, but you.
Well, that's good. I mean,
but I'm also here for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh.
I'm also here for you.
My laptop just did this strange blinky horizontal the vertical hold was off for a minute, and so I'm pretty sure my laptop is now controlled by Russia or China or something. I don't know.
Mm-mm. Well, while you all were having your funsies, I was back here getting butt fucked.
Yeah.
All week.
That's I've been known to I've been called the butt fuck shield in the past.
Yeah.
I'm the butt fuck umbrella.
Yeah.
Like all those who would
get butt fucked.
No, attempt to fucketh your butt. Drip upon my umbrella of unbutt fuckitude and roll off into the gutter of dismayed butt fuck attempts.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
so
it
without
is.
my butt fuck umbrella, they just fell right in.
Yeah. It was
some with varying success. Your asshole was basically like the end of a skee ball machine. this past week, so people could roll as much as they wanted at your butthole,
Right.
and it all goes in somewhere. Some of it's more or less effective.
But they're shooting for that 50,000.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why even get out of bed if you're not going to shoot for that?
But other than that, it was a good.
Other than that, it was a fucking nightmare.
Other than that, it was great. Oh, look at my Facebook memory.
Oh, I saw that too.
Yeah.
I saw that earlier today too.
Up.
So.
Up. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's what a. Was that my birthday?
I don't.
Why was it?
Why? Yeah. Why would?
Why was it
if it's your
posted
memory
down?
from today? Why would it have been your birthday?
I don't know.
Because today.
Maybe I reposted it.
8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
Today is not your booth day.
No, today's not my booth day. But it could have been. For cousin Dazzle. It is a little too early. Yeah.
Too early. I don't know what the fuck was going on. We probably just decided to get shit faced.
I mean, but that was at a Fridays.
Yeah, I know. That's back when we worked in the parking lot of Fridays.
Yeah, but that was our thing for a few years. We'd go there for
the crispy green beans.
For
the deep fried green beans.
Crispy green beans. Crispy green beans is so good. I actually fill my own mouth with some Porter ranch sauce on it.
You lost me at ranch. Ranch is. I feel about ranch the way you feel about ketchup.
Don't do it. No. Wait. I love ketchup, but I only love one kind of ketchup.
You're saying I'm just saying the vitriol that you have against other people's ketchup.
Have against all
I
ranch?
have against all ranch.
Well, you're wrong.
Ranch is the worst.
That's false.
It's disgusting.
What do you put on your pizza?
Ketchup and mustard. I actually, for many years, I would put ketchup and mustard on my pizza.
That's gross.
Actually,
ketchup on pizza is good. Yeah, if you're ever, anyone out there is down for an adventure, get a thin crust pizza with ground beef and bacon on it, and then put ketchup and some crushed red pepper flakes.
It's cheeseburger pizza,
basically, but without cheddar or American. It's just with regular cheese.
She's got to grease.
Got to grease the wheels.
Oh, has it been 10 minutes yet?
Yeah,
she's got to grease the tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, ranch is terrible.
You're wrong.
It's something about the sour flavor.
Have you checked? You've checked expiration dates before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
I can't. The only thing even remotely close to ranch is that I'll eat.
Don't say it. Because I think I hate what you're about to say.
What? I was going to say the chip dip, the Dean's ranch.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No, I thought you were going to say blue cheese.
I love blue cheese.
It's fucking gross.
Blue cheese is the best.
Blue cheese is disgusting.
You're wrong.
It's disgusting.
It's what?
Blue
Why?
cheese is the fucking... Because it's gross. It's like moldy, gross cheese.
Yeah, that's the point. That's what makes it delicious.
No, that is not what makes it delicious. That's what someone somewhere was like, we got this cheese that's moldy. I wonder if any morons will buy it. Yup. Turns out they will.
Yeah.
No.
Gorgonzola? Blue cheese?
No. I know gorgonzola and blue cheese are... I don't think they're the same. But
no, they're not
extremely
the same.
Similar.
Yeah, they're similar. Different regions.
Yeah, one's from the Gorgonzola.
The
Gorgonzone. The Gorgonzona.
Yeah.
That's how they say it in Italy.
Yeah.
Coming from the Gorgonzona.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Gorgonzola from Gorgonzone A. Then there's Gorgonzone B.
Yeah.
Yeah. And blue cheese is just from the area of France where everyone throws up all the time.
Paris.
Yeah. So they blue cheese.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I love blue cheese.
Ugh.
Actually, I had a really bad experience the other day because I don't know why, and I don't know why they're never successful, but we keep trying to get barbecue restaurants in this area.
Yeah.
And I always get so excited because I love barbecue. Oh, if you give me some real barbecue, dude, I'll be a customer for life.
I know. I've done it. I've given you real
I know.
barbecue.
You've given me... if I can find a place that could at least give me a portion of the barbecue that you've made, I'd go there once a week. I love barbecue food. And they keep opening up these restaurants in this area. And this is the fucking mecca of restaurants, is this area.
There's at least one of everything here.
Like, without telling people where we live, it's a suburb of Chicago that is just wall-to-wall fucking chain restaurants, fast food restaurants. Everything you can think of comes to this area. But no barbecue.
No good barbecue.
No good barbecue.
There's tons of barbecue.
They opened up the place, down the street. That was a Chinese place. Then they made it a Chinese barbecue place. Now it's a crab place. They keep throwing things at the
Fuck
wall.
it, let's try this genre.
Let's see what if any of this. Oh my god, if any of this fusion will stick. Yeah. We'll make egg rolls and baby back, and it never works.
Remind me at 1650 or so, I need to put up the picture that I just sent you. So I just sent Dazzle a picture.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Denver and I didn't feel like leaving my hotel one night and I wanted food. So I ordered Grubhub, which I already know, or Uber Eats, but I know how you feel about all of those. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was like going through it, and there's places that I've been to Denver several times, so there's places that I've been before that I could have ordered on there, and I decided not to. And I was like, okay, there's a barbecue place that gets really good reviews. So I'm like, okay, let's see what they have, and I ordered their combo platter, and the combo platter was like, okay, you get smoked dry rub chicken, some pulled pork, and brisket. And then it's like you get a choice of you get coleslaw and a choice of a side, and you get different sauces. And there were 3 different sauces to choose from, and I chose all 3 because I wanted to try them. I ordered their smoked mac and cheese as one of the sides, and I don't like coleslaw, so I had them substitute it with their smoked baked beans. And I got it, and the picture looks like what I'm about to put on the screen and what you saw. And I was horrifically underwhelmed by just all of it. The presentation, the portions. It had decent flavor. It was a little dry.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in defense, but there are a lot of places and there are a lot of dishes that you order that really don't transfer well when you do like a Grubhub or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that lose their aesthetic presentation, especially like a combo platter.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll get more into that because I have my own story. So go ahead.
Okay. So it was okay, but for the amount that like it was like $30 with everything.
Holy fucking what?
Yeah, all said and done, it was like $30 for that picture.
And you destroyed it.
I ate it in 48 seconds. But I tried 2 of the sauces and they weren't that good, and then I used the spicy one, so I just poured it on everything. Mac and cheese is pretty good, and the
walking the wild side with that spicy stuff.
Yeah, no shit. Or some shit, lots of shit, in fact. But the baked beans were really good as well. But I was just underwhelmed with the barbecue itself. So I definitely feel your pain when it comes to like getting barbecue from places. Like I was talking with Mrs. Razzle at the time, and I was texting her, and I texted her a picture, and she's like, "Oh, wow."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah," and we've talked about it. She's like, "Yeah, I can't order barbecue anywhere because I've had yours."
Yours, yeah.
And she's like, "So I can't do it. I can't eat barbecue places."
And the thing about barbecue to me is it's not complicated.
No.
It's just it's time intensive to do it properly. It can be, but it's not like fucking French cuisine. You're taking meat, you're seasoning it, and you're smoking it or you're slow cooking it, and it's like something that is so simple in ways nobody can do it right around here.
Yeah, and it's you're right. It's not incredibly complicated, especially for pork. Pork, there's a very solid formula. Like, cook it at this temperature, cook it till it gets to this temperature. When it's at this temperature, do this. Cook it more till it gets to this temperature. Take it out, let it rest, eat it. Like, it's not super difficult.
Yeah. Well, here's my barbecue story. I ordered from a place that isn't too far away. And what did I get? The
Food
combo
poisoning.
platter.
Oh, okay.
No,
E. coli. I don't know.
I got the combo platter
Okay.
because I couldn't really decide on one thing or the other. Actually, I ordered the combo platter and the 4-piece fried chicken, but I was gonna eat the chicken at a later. I wasn't gonna eat it all at once. I was gonna eat the chicken for a meal, either later that day or the next day. So I get the combo platter. It sounds great.
It always does.
You got your brisket. You've got your wings, catfish, whatever. I know, not for you, but sounded good to me. And something else. I think like rib tips. I think was on there. And I'm like, perfect. This is what I want. It comes with a muffin and like a side of jalapeno mac and cheese and garlic mashed potatoes. I'm like, this is gonna be great. I was like, because the place that I went to, I've had before. It was a long time ago. I totally forgot there was one around here, and it was good the last time I was there. And again, it came similar to your. It came in. It was just thrown in a pile.
Just a folded up rag with a rubber band.
Yeah, exactly. Like they took a jewel bag, they threw it all in there, they tied it off, and then they, delivered it. And I was like, man, this is not like I'm not a big fan of my foods touching.
Sure.
And
yeah, you're asking for trouble with the combo platter.
And then you get but I'm sure the combo platter in the restaurant, from what I remember, because I've had it before in the restaurant, it's segregated.
Well, yeah, they don't just pile it up,
right? But I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, now the fucking catfish is gonna taste like the hot wings. The hot wings are gonna have barbecue sauce, and it's all just
catfish barbecue wings.
Oh, honestly, the catfish was the best part of the whole thing. Everything else was fucking awful. The rib tips were dry, like so dry, and they give you sauce in fucking, those dressing packets that you get at like a supermarket when you get their salad bar. Yeah. It was sauce in a fucking packet. I'm like, what happened to places making sauce and putting it in those little to-go containers?
That's what I got, is the little to-go containers.
At least then it makes it seem like you're making your sauce and you're packaging it. They have their own branded sauce in a fucking packet.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this, Taco Bell? Like, this is terrible.
It effectively of barbecue. Yeah, it's the Taco Bell.
Oh, my God. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to douse this because it's dry as shit. And it was so underwhelming. I was so pissed off.
I feel your pain.
And I spent, about $40 on the combo platter and the 4-piece fried chicken. And the fried chicken, was awful. It was.
It's no Indiana gas station.
Oh, actually, the Indiana gas station is still number one.
Sure.
But the New Orleans gas station is a number two.
Okay.
I went to the New Orleans gas station and got that chicken.
You're going to have to tell me which gas station, because I'll have to go there next time I'm there.
So good. I'll just look up the hotel that we stayed at, and it's right down the street.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really good. But nothing. I dream about that chicken from Indiana.
It's good.
For those, I'll tell.
I think we did.
Did we tell that story?
You can recap.
Just to recap, we went on like a little drive, very very far east to New York. And we stopped along the way at a rest stop, and we stopped at one of those gas station, truck stop, gift shop, restaurant. It was everything.
Yeah, it was like a truck station, Walmart, showers, beds. Who knows?
They sold everything from ornate samurai swords, GPSs, and fried chicken.
Yep. And
it was the best fried chicken I have ever had in my life.
Yeah. And I do not remember the name of the place.
Nope.
It's on I-80 in
East.
I-80 East in Indiana. But I do not remember what it's called.
We should go back.
It's either like Indiana or Ohio. If it is Indiana, it's super far east.
It's pretty far in Indiana. It was a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I want to go again.
Dude, I gotta find it. I gotta
Let's
find
just
it.
hop on 80, man. Let's go.
See where the road takes
Yeah,
us.
not today.
We'll end up in fucking Pennsylvania. Like, where is
Well,
it?
we'll
Head
do
out
that
to
again.
Shamokin?
Shamokin?
Oh, my God.
Shamokin, Pennsylvania. The place where you go and the people are like, yeah, you see those railroad tracks? You don't go there.
Don't cross those.
Don't cross those
Don't
railroad.
ever do that.
You can go anywhere else. Just don't cross those railroad tracks.
Why are you here? Why we haven't seen new people before? Why are you here?
Oh, you're talking
I'm
about.
talking about in Shamokin.
I thought you were talking to
looking-
somebody.
no,
I'm
no.
like, is somebody here?
That's exactly how the people in Shamokin reacted when
yeah,
we showed up.
yeah. They're like, yeah. Well, they could immediately tell that we weren't from anywhere around there.
We actually cleared out a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
Because Buffalo Wild Wings was the only. We got there at like 9:00 p.m. ish, and we checked into our Econo Lodge. I fucking destroyed the bathroom to the point where the second you walked in the room, you could taste it. And
it was pretty bad.
And Dazzle walks in, because he went to the car for something, and I had blown up the bathroom, and he just immediately opens the door, walks in, and just, hey, what? Oh, I'll be outside. And he just turns around and closes the door.
Yeah, and we made the super
We
mega bed.
We made mega bed. So there were two. It was either queens or doubles. I like to think they were queens, but they were probably doubles. There were two beds, and there was a nightstand in between them, and then there was an empty space in between the beds. And so we got a rollaway bed for Dazzle, because it was me, Dazzle, and cousin Dazzle. And the rollaway bed fit perfectly in between the two doubles or the two queens, and so we effectively just had one Econo Lodge room sized mega bed that we all slept in. It was great. It was a bonding experience.
Majada.
Majada, buddy. Jam Juna.
And that was the first time, really, I think, in my life that I drank beer extensively.
Yeah, we got him to just to embrace the concept of cold ones with the boys, and we just couldn't stop him. He was just pounding beers, and he's like, man, this is great. Like, I've been drinking for hours, but I still feel good, and I got a little buzz, but this is great. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, but I see it. I see beers
Delicious.
being. No, I still don't think it's delicious.
You think it's the lesser man's.
I wouldn't say the
booze.
lesser man's, but I think it just. I don't know. I'd have to do the math, but I think drinking 48 beers is probably worse for your health than drinking 7 Makers and Cokes.
That's true. It's
true. Because I think,
but the nice thing about 48 beers is you can drink 48 beers straight through a weekend. Whereas if I
meant one night.
Well, okay. So say if I can only drink 7 Makers and Cokes across 2 or 3 days, like trying to pick where I'm going to space those out at would be very difficult.
Yeah, well, I would drink more than 7 in a weekend.
Yeah, I know. I was just following your.
I drank
analogy.
7 yesterday.
Well, that's for the whole weekend.
Yeah, because I sure shit ain't drinking tonight.
Yeah.
And then there's tomorrow, which I'm not going to be drinking. I have a wrestling event tomorrow.
Ooh.
And
drunk wrestling is the best.
Drunk, naked wrestling is even better.
I was taking the high road, but you do what you got to do. Whatever you need.
I paid extra for that.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. If you're paying for it, I mean, get in there.
We gotta drive really. Well, it's not really far, but it's a couple hours. I think.
Fuck that.
I don't know. I mean, Mrs. Dazzle is. She's into it, kind of.
The naked paid wrestling?
No, that's just for me. She's into the wrestling, independent wrestling.
Right.
She'll watch. I don't watch wrestling like I used to. I'll watch WrestleMania. I'll watch SummerSlam. I'll watch the big ones. I'll throw on WWE Network and I'll watch, SummerSlam '99 or something, which is cool. It's way better to watch. I'd rather watch
the
old classic
yeah.
wrestling. But I don't watch it on a regular basis on TV anymore. But they have a lot of independent promotions that wrestle around here, and one of them I've seen several times. Actually, I tweeted the one.
I saw.
But
that was the last time I was, or no, that was two Denvers ago
Yes,
for me.
that's how we're gonna gauge. We're gonna
How-
how many Denvers ago was it?
Exactly.
And Mrs. Dazzle is I think she's in. She likes a couple of. She thinks some of the wrestlers are hot, basically.
Sure. It's dudes in thongs,
But
boy shorts.
But the difference is for her, as opposed to like watching wrestling like on TV. A lot of those guys are. Most of them are older, or
On TV, you're saying?
yeah, on TV. They're still good looking, but it's like, that they're mega stars, and stuff. But these guys are like, they're good looking, and there's a chance that they'll fuck her.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say is, yeah, the older guys, like, they're jaded and millionaires, and they probably don't fuck fans very often. Whereas
Right.
these guys are just starting out and happy to get the attention.
Right. They're sleeping in their car, and they're,
Not alone.
So, I don't know whether I like that or not.
I mean, you get to go to wrestling.
Yeah, but I'm not as into I like independent wrestling. But the problem with, not to go off on a tangent, this isn't a wrestling podcast, but the thing that you'll notice when you watch a lot of independent wrestling, it's the same as when you watch a lot of TV wrestling. It becomes very formulaic, right? So when you're watching TV wrestling, you're watching it once or twice a week. You'll see some different matches, but fucking John Cena does the same 5 moves every match.
I think that's all he can do at this point.
Well, that's
with
really
the size of his body and his age.
Yes.
I think that he's just worn grooves into his joints where these are the only motions I can make.
Yeah. It's true.
Then again, he could be here and I just can't see him.
He is here. I hate John Cena. He's the worst. But yeah, the independent wrestling is cool because they do a lot more in the time that they have to impress than the guys on TV do. Like they put out.
These guys are out there. They'll risk the breaking their neck,
right?
and
which is entertaining, but at the same time,
they'll still cut and bleed everywhere.
Oh yeah, there was this one guy who was
piss
bleeding
on each other and shit in their mouths.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't seen the shit in the mouth yet, but
that's coming.
I'm holding out
they're
for
waiting.
it, holding out hope.
Mm-hmm.
There is that aspect, but it's even more so formulaic than it is.
Oh my word!
Oh, what is that?
The snack angel has arrived with cucumber sandwiches.
Oh, I thought those were pieces of kiwi.
They do look like kiwi.
Am I taking this whole plate? Oh, okay.
Oh, we have a whole plate of cucumber sandwiches.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Oh, there you got a little snippet of
a little snippet of Mrs. Razzle.
Mrs. Razzle. We should both eat these cucumber sandwiches. Do you want to eat one first?
Yeah.
With like basically your mouth open.
Make sure you go grease that track.
What? Cheeseburger? A peer burger. Oh, we have to cheers them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll cheers, but you eat yours first.
Cheers. And then I'm going to eat it loudly into the microphone.
Oh, is this the ASMR section?
I might move the pop filter out of the way, too.
Oh.
This is going to we're going in unprotected.
We're getting fucking weird.
Okay, the pop filter's going. Hold on.
Oh, that is wet sounding. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Is that... It's some of them have celery salt and some of them have dill.
I don't think they're supposed to have both. Mm. Oh, let's go. Wait, you want to hear me lick my teeth?
This is making me kind of feel uncomfortable.
Okay, go. Maintain your composure, man. Oh, yeah. The best part is it's over 40 decibels, which because the noise gate would cut you off if it was quiet. So this is actually really loud chewing.
Yeah, I had to really get into that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have one more.
Nobody has one cucumber sandwich. Psychopaths.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, so good. I'm gonna have another one. Yeah, I'll eat this one more tactfully.
Oh,
but you're right. Some of them do just have dill. Some have celery salt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a dill one because my last one was celery salt.
The dill was good. Are we leaving all this in?
You're goddamn right we are. You crazy? Gold, Jerry.
So anyway, the independent wrestling, that's really good. It's more formulaic than because they don't have the luxury of being on national television every week.
Well, they also don't have writers. And if they do, it's the staff certainly isn't as big or as
right.
The bench isn't as deep.
Yeah, but usually the wrestlers are in charge of not in terms of like they don't really have a lot of the storylines and stuff, but in terms of choreographing matches, that's all the wrestlers,
Gotcha.
But they don't have the national audience, so every week or every day, it's a whole new audience. So they can do the same shit every day. So when I see them twice in 1 month, I'm seeing the same thing I saw the last time.
It's kind of like when you go and see, it's kind of like when you see somebody's stand-up, like a stand-up special, and then you go and see them live, but you didn't realize it was going to be the same special that you've already seen. So it's cool, but it's like, well, I've kind of already got this.
One of the greatest things that I can say in my life is that I got the pleasure of seeing George Carlin live.
Oh, you bastard.
And I saw him live in late 90s. I don't even think I was. I wasn't even a teenager yet.
So you weren't old enough for that show.
Nope. And I'll never forget. My dad took my sister and I. I remember it was relatively close to my birthday, and I remember seeing a big sign going into the theater that was advertising Gallagher. Like, that's how long ago this was.
Wow.
And who I love Gallagher. I loved watching him growing up. But anyways.
Wait, you loved watching Gallagher grow up?
Both, yeah. And while I grew up, and he grew up too.
We grew up together.
We all grew up together.
Smashing our melons.
I mean, he was great for a semi-clean comic.
Yeah, he was pretty. Well, he was. Content was clean.
Right.
Yeah.
And even I wasn't a big fan of the smashing stuff, but you got your gimmick, you gotta cater to the audience. Your shtick. But if you watch the Gallagher special where he talks about very similar to George Carlin's skit on the English language, it's fantastic. So anyway, but George Carlin I got to see, and here's what I noticed in the looking back of George Carlin. When he did live shows, he kind of incorporated a lot of material from previous shows, things you haven't heard yet. So it was a nice mixture. Like George Carlin didn't come out and do, I only saw him once, but it wasn't like brand new stuff for an hour, and then his HBO special came out, and it was the same thing as what I saw. Mm-hmm. Even the HBO special was different than the stuff I'd seen a couple months prior. And there was a couple jokes that he did, and I wish I could remember it. I wish I had a better memory because I was so young. But I only remember a few of the bits that he did, and there were a couple of them that I've never heard him do ever in any other specials, and there were a couple that he did later, like he did the one about the do you ever clip your toenails and then pile them all up in a little pile on the bed, and then what do? You take one and you bend it. He did that.
What a keen observer of the human condition.
Dude, I was dying.
That's me.
He's
talking about me.
12 years old, man. And he also did some stuff I'd never heard. Like he did some stuff on I think Bush and some other political stuff that he wasn't in his Jammin' in New York and wasn't in the Beacon Theater one, I think, which was after that. But in any event, it was a lot of comedians just go out there. They test their hour, or hour and a half in a bunch of cities, get it tuned up, do the HBO or the Netflix special, and then you fortunately you got to see it in it when it was culminating, but then it's the same shit.
So did you watch the Robin Williams documentary on HBO?
I can't stand Robin Williams.
Okay, we're gonna put that aside. So you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I actually had this conversation with Mrs. Dazzle.
I don't know how you could say such a travesty.
He's a joke thief.
You're a joke thief. So
I
you're
mean-
a happiness thief. You're a joy thief.
Hold on. Robin Williams' early stand-up.
I'm gonna need another cucumber sandwich.
Go ahead. His early stand-up and a lot of his early stuff was he had a lot of stolen stuff. Then when he moved on to Mork and Mindy, he kind of made this persona of being weird and crazy. And that was fine, and it worked. But he carried that persona pretty much through most of his life. And for me, it got annoying real fast. I didn't find his stand-up funny. I didn't stand his, oh, look at me, I'm Robin Williams. Oh. I didn't find that shit funny. Good Will Hunting?
Well, he's a fantastic actor.
Amazing.
I view him as a good actor and a good comedian separately.
I will agree with 50% of what you just said.
Got it. It's a shame you don't think he's a good actor. So in the documentary, they were talking about his. You've probably never seen his Live at the Met special from like the 90s.
No.
So he sold out the Metropolitan Opera House, and that's where he recorded like his first big HBO special. And they were talking about like he was on tour that season doing like that skit, and his skit was about an hour long or so when he was doing it on tour. And then when they got to the Met, he did 3 straight hours, 2 of which nobody, his team, the people who had been traveling with him on the road, none of them had ever heard before. So he did a little bit of that, but then
Yeah, because he stole 2 of those hours.
Okay.
He went to a local comedy club and just started writing everybody's jokes down.
You're verging?
And then add a little of this.
You're verging? You're verging on the acceptable the acceptable levels of Robin Williams hatred. You're verging. I wish we'd never talked about this.
Why?
Because Robin Williams is amazing.
It's like me telling you that Santa's not real?
Well, Santa isn't real. But no, this is like you holding open my childhood's mouth and shitting in it.
Hey, man, I'm sorry.
How can you hate on...
We all got to grow up sometime.
How can you hate the genie?
I don't hate the genie. Him as an actor, voice actor or other,
but his voice,
I'm fine with.
His voice acting persona is the same as his onstage persona.
Right. That fit that character.
Okay.
That fit Mork and Mindy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy alien from outer space, doesn't know culture and things. It's weird and quirky and has a weird voice. I get it. That's fine. But when you're doing movies, you know, then he took that same character and was like, "Oh, I'll make it kind of gay." Birdcage.
Birdcage is amazing.
I know that, and what I'm saying is, it fits the movie.
Okay.
But when he goes up and he does the stand-up,
okay,
and that's all
he
does.
You're saying that when it's tailored to a specific context and framework,
yes,
that someone else has created, and he's just adapting to it and adding his craziness.
Right. When it's applicable.
Okay.
But when he's doing a stand-up, it doesn't make sense.
So him just being a crazy person,
but
you're
he's
not
a crazy person.
That's
that's an act that he puts on because that. Well, yes.
So
I don't know if that makes him crazy.
I mean, there's a mental
health.
there, yeah.
Sure.
But, I mean, then again, if I had Lewy body dementia, I might kill myself too.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I mean,
do you know what? Did you read about like the disease he was?
I knew that he had something that significantly shortened his lifespan.
Well, it's not just that. So Lewy body dementia actually, I think it's dementia. What it does is your brain sends signals to your body without you knowing it, and the signals you send to your body sometimes turn into something totally different or don't happen at all. So you actually feel like your consciousness is living in this alien being that you have no control over, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So yeah, that's what he was diagnosed with not too long before he had committed suicide. So yeah, I can't.
Well, you know what? Then him spazzing out on stage would make sense.
Oh, Jesus. Him and Michael J. Fox go on a reunion tour.
Isn't that like weird? Like, he spent his whole life making erratic body movements just to come to find out that the older he gets, he's going to do the same thing, but it's not going to be up to him.
Yeah, maybe scientists of the future will tell us like yeah, this all makes sense because the way his brain has worked his whole life was always leading towards this, and that's what gave him some of these traits and things that benefited him.
Interesting.
But ultimately, it was all a precursor to this other stuff.
I do respect the fact that he was a huge Legend of Zelda fan.
Oh, they're gonna say that he had a huge dick.
I don't know.
Like a huge penis.
You'd have to ask Billy Crystal.
A huge penis wielder. Oh yeah, Billy Crystal said he had a huge penis.
Did he?
And in that documentary, he's like, I thought you just walked bow-legged, but now I understand. There's something there.
Oh my God, I was just making a joke.
I swear to God. Billy Crystal directed this. Oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Billy Crystal. It was Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh.
Bobcat Goldthwait directed one of Robin Williams' last movies. And in the movie, Robin Williams like runs completely naked, like down a hallway and dives off of a pool, or dives off a diving board into a pool. And Bobcat was saying like, "Yeah, I saw you walk bow-legged, but it's your dick."
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, he doesn't actually talk like he's only talks like that in movies.
Right. Like Robin Williams.
I understand. I knew you were coming back to that.
Did you see?
Although Bobcat Goldthwait did have a comedy special in the 90s or 80s. That was fucking incredible. He talks about it like, he's like, I bet you guys were all real disappointed when you sat down. They're like, you might recognize this next performer from the Police Academy movies. And then I walk out and you're all like, I thought it was going to be the black guy that makes some funny noises.
He was the voice of a rabbit. A stuffed animal rabbit.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever see that show?
No. I thought you meant like a real stuffed animal that parents could buy from the store. Like that's the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah, could you imagine?
I'm your rabbit.
I'm your rabbit friend. You got any Coke? No, there was a TV show that was on when I was younger. I can't remember the name of it though, but it was kind
Blossom?
of No, it wasn't Blossom. Whoa. It was kind of like a Married with Children. Okay. Where like the dad was like really disgruntled. There was the hot daughter. There was the
the 80s formula.
Right.
Got it.
And he would go down in the basement and talk to this stuffed animal bunny that was voiced by Bobcat Goldthwait.
That's amazing.
You have to look this up.
That's amazing.
And the daughter was really, 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 really pretty.
We covered that.
Like, outrageously pretty. Bobcat, Goldthwait.
Goldthwait.
Blow?
He was in the movie Blow.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Bobcat Goldthwait Rabbit. Mr. Floppy?
Yeah, but Unhappily Ever After.
This isn't getting recorded, so anyway, I understand the point.
Unhappily Ever After.
Yeah.
Search the cast.
Okay.
I want to know what the daughter's name,
what she's up to now,
and what she's up to. It's literally Married with Children, with a bunny. That's it. Nikki Cox.
Who is she?
She was
Okay.
She was also married to somebody, I think.
Courtney Cox?
No. There she is. There it is. Jay Moore. I think she was. Yeah.
Jay Moores.
I love Jay Moore.
Jay Moores.
Yeah, she's married to Jay Moore.
That's interesting. I wonder if he made sweet, strange voices into her mouth while she was sleeping.
Doesn't she look like the chick who plays Topanga?
A little bit, yeah, but
that's the one.
Yeah, she does look a little bit like Topanga.
Good lord.
Yeah, we have to take this off the screen, or else you're gonna hear a whole different kind of ASMR going on.
No, she's not that good looking.
Yeah, not to jerk off in my basement while I stare into your eyes.
Yeah.
To assert dominance.
That's kind of a weird way to end this podcast.
Is it? That's my favorite. Can we end them all where we jerk? Never mind.
Yeah. We could.
We could.
All right. Well, all right. It's kind of been a weird
roller coaster of emotions.
Weird roller coaster. This
is what
podcast
happens when we're both tired and don't feel like coming up with.
And now
content.
we have like an hour or two of playthroughs that we got to get through.
That's true.
Okay, so let's. You want to go through your rigmarole?
Yeah, so we are on iTunes, we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, I think. We are on podparadise.com. We are on Twitter at RAZZLDAZZL.
Would you be interested
Yes.
in a future episode?
Yes.
Before Christmas,
Having sex with each other on a live stream
no,
behind a sheet, only silhouettes.
Okay, that's
with
well. Now
lavalier mics tied to our nipples.
I like the art aspect of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
Gotta make it classy, bro.
I thought it would be interesting to have Mrs. Razzle and Mrs. Dazzle on, and we could do like a newlywed episode for
my
Christmas.
God. That sounds horrifying.
Horrifyingly amazing.
That sounds horrifying and interesting.
Yes.
So we can entertain this.
Yes. We don't want to make any promises to
Yeah.
anybody who's watching or listening, but that may happen. It came to me like a week ago.
Yeah.
I thought it would be an interesting idea.
We will we will discuss. I will discuss. Well, I'll take it back to my people. You take it back to your
Okay.
people. We'll see what's what.
Because we got to do something for Christmas.
Gotta do something for Christmas.
You know, why not have our families?
It could have been sex behind a sheet, but whatever.
Well, the more the merrier.
Amen, brother.
All right, and with that, I think is it time for you to play us out?
Are you gonna play some funky sweet jams?
I will.
I'm always ready for that.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm gonna have a cucumber sandwich.
One more time.
See if you can hear it during the music.
Oh.
Oh, I swallowed it all.
Okay, bye.
Bye.